Thank you, Pastor Dan. I love being called young. I had my 7-year-old daughter tell me the other week that I looked like I was walking like an old man. But anyway, look, Leaders Big Day Out. Last year, 2019, was my first Leaders Big Day Out, even though I'd been, planted in this church for a number of years. And so I came with, I won't say low expectations, but I didn't really have much expectations other than I just wanted to hang out with my people. I wanted to hear from our senior leaders, God's anointed, and sort of hoping that God would move and sort of reveal something to me. So imagine my surprise when the day and then what I took from it, what I implemented in my life became transformational. Not only in the business sense, which is what I primarily came for, but also, in personal leadership and also leading in terms of my family, but as well as leading in terms of the teams that I serve on as part of the church. And the one thing I sort of the key gem I took away was that what I had done in my business life was I'd almost delegated God to a passenger. So in my personal and spiritual life, he was number one. He was involved with the big rocks, he was involved with the minutiae, the details, etc. But in my business life, it was almost like, God, thank you for blessing me. Now, move over to the passenger seat and let me drive. So the changes that I made was, it was a mind shift change, but I started to pray for the big rocks, as Pastor John calls it. I prayed for the details, I prayed for the people that I led, etc. And the changes in that respect has been profound, right? Where opportunities, where doors seem to be closed, they were now opening. Like literally I would get a call saying, hey, thank you for your proposal. Remember the one that you submitted, 6 months ago and we had no budget for it? When can you start? And, that didn't happen once. After the first time I was surprised. After the third and fourth time, I was almost expecting it. The other thing is capacity. I've always struggled with balancing work and home and the capacity. But, in terms of my responsibilities, the people that I led at work tripled in the space of 2 months, but I still had enough capacity, although my wife Heidi might disagree, but I still had enough capacity to actually, carry the load. So 2020, next week, I haven't come with low expectations, I've come with high expectations. I'm preparing the ground for God to arrive and to move, not just for me, but to everyone on the day. So I'm fasting, I'm praying, etc. So literally next week, I'll be coming expectant. I'll literally be hungry after fasting. But I would encourage all of you who are planning to come to do the same. And for those of you who haven't yet made the commitment to come, I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't miss it. You may be pleasantly surprised at how God will move on that day and the transformation that he'll be able to make in our lives, not only for 2020, but perhaps the next decade, perhaps for the rest of your life. So I'll hope to see a lot of you next week. Thank you.